working on level 4 of horse. Again, level 4 of horse, moderately hard, so this is going to be more difficult. And we're going to need some room to work, so I added a new worksheet. And I've already, to give us a little bit of a leg up on getting, in terms of time anyway, for our video. Here's the new worksheet. I've already inserted some labels. It's good to give yourself some room to work. So I'll move things to the right a little bit. And I went ahead and copied above level 3 the little basketball and the X. Assigned a 0 for a make, a 1 for a miss. And so in terms of building formulas here, we'll need to pull over the shot results. I'll use an XLOOKUP for that. Our lookup value is the game number. Our lookup array, go back to the case worksheet. Start there in B21, hold down the shift key, hold down the shift key and hit the page down. Okay, went too far, 291. Okay, and then let's go back up. Level 4. Okay, we need to be starting on row 21. And we'll go all the way to the end, to the left, or to the right. Okay. And so that goes out to GX. And what I can do here is just change that GX 121 to 291. All right. Okay, that brings back, again, made or misses. Okay, it's convenient to have the shot number, which I could have above it, but let's just do it right here. So we'll do a sequence for that, sequence function. And let's see, on a single row, going out to 200. Okay. All right, and again, that goes all the way up to 200. Okay, you can see that right quick. All right. Now, we'll use VLOOKUP to get the 0 1s here. So I want to be, if the shot was missed, get a value of 1, 0 otherwise. So let's go ahead and do that. Lookup value is going to be here, and we're going to make the spill. So I want to use that hashtag there. Okay. And I actually hit the wrong thing there. I need to go up here. H6 hashtag. And here's our table. Column index of 2. And we want an exact match. And I don't need to lock in things since this is going to spill and I don't intend to copy it anywhere. All right. Okay. And we can see that that's working. Okay, so again, there's what that looks like. All right, now player number. Now I'm fixing this, or going to build it so that it accommodates more than one player, because in some of the later levels there's like 4 players or 3 players, whatnot. So let's get the player number. And if you remember, we used the mod for that earlier. So mod, and I'll have to adjust it with a if here in a minute, but let's do this first. So we're looking at the shot number. Okay. And the visor is going to be this, which I do need to lock in. All right. Okay. So that works fine for some. All right. So if you refer back to what we did earlier, I have to do an if here. So let's go back and edit this with an if. So if the mod equals 0, that's going to be our number of players. Okay, as in the second player. If not, we want to use that mod, and I'll just build it again. Okay, so that's the visor of that, lock it in. Okay, and all right, so that looks like it's working now. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's see if I put in, like, if I put in 3, if it works okay. All right, or even 5. Okay, so it's working well. So let's turn it back to a 2. So I'm trying to make this dynamic. All right, we want to copy that. Let's go to the very end. Control Shift left arrow and Control V. All right. Okay, so that's the player number. Okay. All right, now control. So let's think about, initially controls with the first player, right? Okay, so they're starting out. So we're going to build a formula right here. When does control change? Well, when a shot is missed. So if the prior player misses a shot, the control goes to the next person. Okay, they'll retain control, of course, if they make the shot, but that's the logic we're looking at here. So equals if the prior shot was missed. Okay, so if it equals 1, right, control goes to the next player, which would be 2. Okay, otherwise control doesn't change, so I'll just say it retains, it stays with the prior. All right, let's drag this out and just see if it looks like it's working okay. So, all right, so player 2. No, not a mistake there. Okay, I've always made a mistake here. Let's get a 10, so let's look and see what I did. Oh yeah, I should have referenced the player instead of the shot. So instead of that being I10, okay, that should be I13. Let me just drag it down. Okay. Let's see if that looks like it's okay. All right, so let's look at that again. Okay, so if the prior player misses, control goes to the next player. Otherwise, the control does not change. That's what that's basically saying in terms of logic. Okay. All right, so we need to copy that out. Let me hit escape. Control C, go out to the very end. Okay, Control Shift left arrow, Control V. All right, go back to here. Okay, there's control. Okay, so now when does a letter occur? It's when a player misses and they don't have control. All right, so we've got 2 conditions there. Again, there's a miss and the player doesn't have control. So we'll use an if equals if. Okay, so is there a miss? Does that equal 1? All right, and I should have done an and here, and okay, 1, and the player does not equal who has control. So it's okay if you miss a shot if you have control. All right, so if that's the case, they get a letter. If not, no letter, 0. Okay, and let's pull that out a little bit. Now we're on the first one. Let's let me keep dragging here. All right, so I think that's working okay. So again, the logic is when does a person earn a letter? If when they miss a shot and they don't have control. All right, and that's what this if and does. Okay, so let's copy that. Control C, go out to the very end, paste it. Okay, oh, let's see where that thing go to. Okay, now for level 4, the question is, when's the first letter earned? First letter. Okay, if what shot is that? So that'll be where our first one occurs, in this case 13. We'll use a match to find that. So looking at the value of 1. And where are we looking that up? We're looking at it up right there. Go to the very end. And a 0 for an exact match. And we get a 13. All right. Okay. And just very quickly here, let's pretty sure that's right. Let's go back up. Oh, okay, 13, and we'll check. Well, we'll go ahead and put this in. Now, what I want to do is use a data table to plug in different game numbers and get the result. So this is our result for level 4. I'll go down here a bit. Okay, and let's see, game, level 4 answer, which is right there, and I'll use the sequence function, and I keep hitting the wrong thing. Okay, so we're in 20 rows and 1 column, starting at 41. Okay, where does that come from? Well, let's look at, if I remember correctly, first game is 41, and there's 20 of these, goes down to 60. All right. Okay, so that's where the 41 and the 60 comes from in that sequence. Okay. Okay, so let's run our data table. Okay, so data, what if, data table. Okay, column input, based on how this is worked, how the table is built, and plug in those numbers up here. Okay, and I'm going to save this, Control S, and let's, hopefully these are correct. Okay, paste his values. All right, now again, in a competition, you don't have these check marks to indicate whether correct or not, but fortunately do in terms of working through this, making sure that we've got things correct. So that's level 4. All right, so you can go back and look. I'll do, well, you can see the formulas. I just did a little formula text there. So that's the, let me do that a little bit further. Okay, so there's the formula for that. I'll just copy that there and there. And that was hard. These are the formulas in this first block of cells. Here, there wasn't a formula, but there was next door. All right. Okay, and again here, formula text, that one. So there's our formulas for level 4.